Hello everyone, this is Nothing. Welcome to another mod overview, this time on hunger mechanics. Mod simply adds in some changes to the hunger system. So instead of it being just you eat and then you're filled, and you eat and then you're filled, it changes so it's expanded upon in many ways. So yeah. Let's see, we'll get past that description part. Fixes this in linearity by introducing some fun mechanics. Right, okay. So going to the description part here, by default, certain materials that slow the player when walking on them. I'll actually try... I'll still stick with this well, just in case we've already got the ability to show the current weakened state. So let's see. So particular blocks apparently you'll be limited by. It's purely based on the materials of the blocks themselves. All of those materials are hard-coded. Custom materials by other mods will not be valid. So if we were standing on something from some other mod that's from a different biome, or just, say, a portal frame block or some other type of thing, that would be fine. Or just maybe machines or whatever else. Custom ones will not. I assume maybe you can change that. You can either find a list of those materials online, or you can experiment with blocks in-game and find out the levels of slowness you will get. Don't know if there's like a config where we can change that immediately. Besides the list, which I don't think there is a link to it? No, there's no link to like a bunch of blocks. Unless it's the yeah, because that's... excuse me. For hardness or other things I think that you can find offline, but otherwise. You lose hunger when you're just standing around doing nothing, which is, I guess, fair enough. Iron, gold, and diamond ores are considered heavy, so much so that you lose hunger while wearing them. This applies to oceans as well when you're swimming. So you'll sink, likely, which will test. You cannot jump if you are too hungry, so you can't do a lot of things. Because you're too hungry, kind of like a stamina side of things, but without adding an actual separate stamina bar. It'll make your head spin, so I assume nausea will happen. Slabs will be your best friend. Interesting. While you're eating raw meat, you might not get a chance to get sick, so I assume it's probably not just chicken, but it's applying to others as well that are raw. So that's interesting, and expanding upon that. Any meat item that is not cooked has a chance to give you the hunger effect, making it obviously worse. Otherwise, the hunger effect will not let you eat anymore because it's considered to be harmful. That you get sick. Okay, other than that, what else we got? There's some hunger text which appears right next to the bar, which I'll show. Slower blocks, bunch of other stuff. Okay, so let's show. So we've got dying currently, so we can't even jump here, so we do need to place down some slabs so we can actually still walk, so we know that we can't jump at all. So even showing slight movement. We can walk up these, no problem. We'd obviously get stairs as well, we'd be fine. We will test ladders, because obviously you never know with those when it comes to climbing and restrictions there. Yes, so ladders still work, it's not a jump. Okay, so that's fine, so all three of those methods work. I assume vines are also the same. Because you move different on them, it's worth testing. Yes, alright. Okay, apparently they're taking a lot of breaks, so I'm gonna ignore that. If we eat some raw meat of any kind, or seafood I assume as well in that, then we won't have much luck. So just test, and we're already technically in the dying state, but we'll take a look at what we've got. So starving, nothing there. Hungry, peckish, so we can see in that the values that go up. Okay, so it's once it gets to the halfway mark, it tells you. Raw chicken does give us hunger immediately, so I assume maybe it's just a more likely chance, or higher chance, for chicken maybe to provide it for you, rather than any of the other meats, like I was assuming. And you can't eat when you're got hunger, or does that mean that you can't because it's gonna fill the bar that way. I guess, or has to apply it to the bar. My guess is the hunger effect is being applied, so can't. Yes. So there's that. Okay, so we didn't get it that time. I assume flesh. It's also gonna be the same thing. You can still eat some of these. We can still eat a spider eye and still have poison effect or anything. That's not gonna change. What else we got? So no eating while hunger effect is on, which we've just encountered. Instant foods count though. Interesting. So if we have the golden apple, for example, enchanted or regular, and we give ourselves the hunger effect ourselves to skip ahead. Let's see what happens. We can't eat that, and we can't eat that either, so we actually are stuck. So that's interesting. So you can't use those as a backup option immediately. You obviously can, you know, assist afterwards after the effect's gone, but say if you're constantly being attacked by, I think husks give you hunger, right? So you're constantly being attacked by husks or certain other mobs that apply it, or just you've eaten so much food that does that, then you want to apply it because say you're going to be attacked or whatever other situation, then yeah, certain things will be impossible to eat because the hunger effect is blocking it. What else we got? Hunger text we've seen. Slower block breaking when hungry, self-explanatory, but don't know if there's really much to test. Well, I guess test with a golden pick or a diamond pick, that's a good idea. What's the normal speed though? Wood, gold, and diamond, and then we'll go with the hunger effect and see if there's any noticeable difference. I should this to be the same as or comparable to mining fatigue. Not really. Not by much. It's okay, once you get further down, then it does. Yeah. Interesting. So even with a gold pick, you can see the difference there. That would take ages. Obviously, if you were mining obsidian while doing it, it would be even worse because it'd be even slower. We'll just give ourselves some apples. Brighten ourselves up. And then we'll test mining fatigue for comparison. Let's see how that goes. Right, so we'll go here and effect mining fatigue. We'll go like 100 seconds. How much is that different? It's probably because I got to level 100, so that was probably a bad idea. Clear, so we're gonna go maybe a bit more fair, so that's 100 seconds, but level 1. It's not too bad. Level 2. Yeah, very noticeable difference. So I'd say it's probably more comparable to level 2 mining fatigue. For the most part there. So we go over those, that's fine. Don't think I need to mine anything else from here on out, hopefully. Let's see. No jumping or hungry, we've already experienced. Like block breaking. Passive slowness. When walking on different block materials, this will require more hunger to move around, though. Technical stuff. Can be achieved with a new potion effect called Hunger Mechanics Gravity. Has no texture. For mod pack users, you can do such and such. Salmonella. 60% chance, though. Okay, so that's why we didn't get it that often, apparently. Even though that's still quite high. Let's see. If what you would consider eating is considered meat by Minecraft is not cooked, then there is a 60% chance this will cause you the hunger effect. There is a config though, so we'll take a look at that. Sprinting exhaustion. This mechanic is added to the base vanilla value. Do not change it too high. Adds food exhaustion. Okay, so that's if you want to change exhaustion values, which I'm not too familiar with, so I'm not going to go into it much. Attacking while starving such and such does less damage. And heavier armor, which we do need to test that part. So we'll go iron, and we'll just cheat some in. And I guess we could test all of them. What's that say? There's that part. Where's the... Oh, gold as well. Okay. Interesting. So, leather and chain are not, which is interesting, because technically chain, I would assume, would be the most suitable to put that under. I know that chain isn't that accessible sometimes, but it would make no sense instead of just going like in tier order, because leather you can easily get away with it because it's light, but gold's technically the next step up, then chain and iron, so I'm not sure if that's... I don't know, that's kind of odd, but either way. Oh wow, iron's noticeable immediately. Can we even... We can swim, but it's very slow. Can I even get into a... I can't even get into a sprint, can I? I can't even sprint with this armor. Okay. Is a piece per piece thing noticeable? Or it's just any pair? I don't know. Alright, so if we go chest plate, it'll make us sink. We go boots, we can move still freely. If we get a helmet, we can move freely. So it's when you get into the to a higher range of armor points, that's when it gets difficult. So we'll go gold as well. And check that. Yep, can't. Gold, yes, 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 and yes, and we'll remove the mobs, because that'll make things easier. So, slowness, not too bad. Again, probably the same obvious. Okay, maybe not too bad. Okay, it actually is lighter in that way. No, that's not gonna notice much. Can we swim? Can swim in this, okay. Interesting. So the actual armor points value doesn't really count for gold that much, but this for iron and diamond, I assume. And diamond will just probably be an absolute weight. Will be an anvil or something, I assume, level of heavy there. So, yeah, immediately. I mean, it's pretty much similar. It's not that different. We get rid of this and this. You can still swim. We'll still move around a bit with these, so yeah, I'd say they're probably about the same, but maybe a slight bit more is maybe put onto the chest plate and leggings because they fill in more of the bar. So yeah. What else was there? No damage when hungry. Attacking while at that does less damage. I guess we can test that. But that'll be pretty much the end, so we do need a... what's a mob that's not going to move around much? Chicken's probably the best bet. I'm assuming we're going to do like half damage or something, or pretty much the equivalent of like, you know, spam clicking. Spam hitting. Or it hasn't charged up yet? No? Okay, so still 3 damage. I don't know. Obviously with each mob it's gonna depend, I assume, because of how much you can get a hit in, of course, but other than that, that seems to be pretty much everything. So if you want a bit more extra, then go for it. Or expanding upon hunger mechanics. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye. I guess I could probably squeeze a config in here. Let's see what we got. Yep, so gravity effect. That's obviously for the armor and such, so that's true or false. Armor depletion, hunger depletion, true or false. Changing the rate at which it depletes hunger. Sprinting, the rate, breaking blocks, being affecting the player, hunger, doing things. Examples of raw meat, tropical fish, okay. Sinking effect, heavy armor, effect applied. Or consuming food while you're wearing armor. Armor depletion... Okay, descriptor, so for telling you certain things, that's the, hotbar type thing, attack, so minus 50 attack damage when starving, that when dying, so that makes sense, jumping effect, and so on. So, yeah, I know a bit quick, but I thought I'd squeeze it in there. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.